We now return to Let's Play Timberborn. We are starting another game, just because this has only got a couple more episodes left in this series. I wanted to try out another map, so we'll be looking at the waterfall map, which is a little bit smaller than the last one, but hopefully that means that resources will be a little bit more compact, and it'll be a little bit easier. So, dealing with the eager beavers, we have to have the eager beavers to unlock the fancy beavers. So we just have to keep in mind that they will be requiring a lot of food early on, which is not bad. This is actually a pretty good map. We already have stairs leading up, so it looks like I actually have a pretty good, I've got a pretty good food source for collecting before I even have to worry about getting out to farming. So we can build a. That's kind of nice. The water's a nice effect. Right. So we kind of have an easy way to get over here for wood in future. I'm gonna have to get stairs to get up on that, but I mean, really, resource-wise, this is actually a much friendlier map, I think. Which, again, because these guys consume so much more, will be a lot nicer for us. So, what is the actual radius here? Okay. Well, eventually, I don't see a reason to come this way, honestly. Eventually, I think I will have to just push another little gatherer up here or something like that. But let's begin with the usuals. We're going to need a log pile. There we go. And that may as well be over here, seeing how that is pretty much within the same radius as the carpenter. Actually, I would imagine it only has to be within range of the carpenter, which means that if I have the loggers over there... Yeah, how about we put it on this side for once? Because then that'll make it easy for them to get to as well. This is going to be kind of far away, but I won't worry too much about it at the moment. Okay, so we got that, and we need also to have a gatherer. How can I do this a little bit? Actually, that will work just fine right about here. But I would like it if I could make it so that we did not run a road through a bush. See, if I want to line that up, and I don't have to, but if I do, that's going to eat out a bush there. We'll put it right there. That's an easy pickings. I'll just expand a couple houses in both directions. We also will need water. So obviously this is where the bridge will be, so I can just put water plots right along the river here. I don't see why not. We're not going to need that many. So if I do put some houses out there, they might be too far away from a drinking spot. That is something I will have to bear in mind. But for right now, we're going to have that going. And we will have... That's not the right one. Them set up there. And we need to designate some spot. May as well just have it all. And we will just tell them to ignore some of these. I'm not sure if there's actually a penalty for that, for having these trees that are out of range, other than just the annoying message that says, hey, they can't get to it. Okay. So that's pretty good, and then of course we just need to consume berries. So we'll get that going. Hopefully someone will build on this very, very soon. So I guess that has to be torn out. Same with that tree. But we'll keep our builders busy. And of course we're just going to crank up the speed here. So we'll see. Just have to see here how... Now, given that these guys eat so much food, it might actually be a pretty good idea to start putting that down first. It is, of course, going to require just a little bit of material early on. Okay, so I think we can safely put a farm down. We have a bit of wood, just a bit. Not a whole lot. But getting on top of this is going to be crucial for these ones, I feel. We can also get ourselves a little extension out here. Just to build another farm. And I guess that's kind of how we'll do it. There's a lot of open building spots out here, though, so that's really nice. So we've already consumed the food here. We'll have to see how far this thing goes. Okay, next we should probably build... I mean, in all honesty, they're getting their sleep. Maybe I should just focus on another farm. This farm is missing a person, so we'll have that lowered down. That way we can keep the farms going. And then we'll have to start building some homes. And really, you know, this is a situation here where I should be building a store yard out here. Otherwise it's going to take forever to get the materials to where it needs to go. I mean, that's pretty close to that anyway, but you know, if we can have maybe another warehouse right about there and then just keep a couple centers. I guess that's really kind of you know, one of the things here is that where I tried to do easy pickings for this last time, you know, picking the social and all that stuff. This time around, I really ought to just focus on their needs immediately, so food and water, and just getting early distribution networks up that will make it easier. And I think that'll just sort of help all around. So we have enough people employed, but now we've got some adults that need to be housed, so and it kind of looks like, I mean, we're not suffering really. We still got a lot that are available for chopping down. A lot of food yet to be gathered, so it's not in too bad a shape. But I definitely think that maybe I should go ahead and get some of this stuff out here. Get a warehouse out here for stuff, food and stuff. I mean, I guess how far do I want it to go? Because if I put it up here, as opposed to down there, yeah. We can build ourselves another gatherer out here for this. Another couple, actually. In the end, it probably wouldn't hurt to have one down here, but for like planks and stuff. Right, and so I can have these guys also do a little bit more. Well, that's kind of where the socializing came in, right? So we'll just add 2 more hours to their day. And just continue collecting food. Right now we've only got berries. I think once they've got that built up, I could put another berry farmer out here, but I think we would eat the berries too quickly. We seem to be doing alright with just the one. 2 I feel would probably wipe us out, and maybe that's where I was going wrong the last time. Maybe I just had too many gatherers, and it was hurting everything. Now, okay, just sleeping on a little cot out there. Yeah, so see, we're having that situation. I think I'm going to have to unlock this to get that water pump and get it up here. But I think before I do that, we'll try and house all my little beavers. We did manage to get some carrots, that's good. $250. How are we oh, okay, because we got this one almost full too. That's fine. I would rather have an overabundance of food, seeing as how that was kind of one of our big crises earlier. Got 2 beavers without a job. Well, that's fine too, because we're about to put down... Well, actually first let's get a scientist going, because I really do need to have something like that. I mean, I guess I can be in the middle. Doesn't really matter, does it? And just to get this going faster, we can put them in here. We will need a few more houses. But again, I don't want them to be too far away, because now they're going to be too far away from gathering the food. They're going to be too far away from gathering the water. Food will be a non-issue here in a minute as we build that in. But the water thing... about to need that. Okay. Almost seems like we need a little bit more. They are getting to the water pretty rapidly. Now the builder's range is almost at the end of it. Still there, but we're seeing an end for sure. Okay, let's cut down more trees. And let's cut down or gather more berries. I think we've got the I think we got the situation under control there. It feels like it anyway. Where we may be struggling is, let's get, have a gatherer up here. We may be struggling with things like the hauling situation. Now I might actually want to put a hauling a hauling post in here. We don't have the labor for that, but that may become an option here. So I got enough food. I really don't think I need you over there to do that. And again, this doesn't actually seem to be a big crisis as far as... I mean, we're starting to get there. We're starting to clear this out a little bit faster than it's growing back, but this whole area has still been relatively untouched, so I'm not super concerned with it. I guess what we need to do next, though, is probably prepare for... well, okay, I could do a bridge, which again is 120. Prepare for needing power. Oops, that is not the right button. So we need 70 for this, but okay. Well, it needs planks, so yes, we need to get the unfortunate business of the carpentry and all that. I mean, the more we do this, the more mechanical stuff we're going to need. This also does get it close to home, though. We should have plenty of that. Maybe I do need a hauler. I'll put one down. I'll put a pause on it, though, because I don't want them building it just yet. Put a pause on that, too. I need this thing built first. Okay, we're well on our way with the food, so I'm actually going to take you out. That is not a problem anymore. So I guess I'll put 2 people in there to help finish all these building projects. We're gonna need more water situations. Okay. I guess I'll put down one more. Yet another watering hole. That is very far ways for them to go. It is unfortunate that there's no lake or something. Okay, well, but there's no nearby resource. We have to wait, and we're actually very close. I'm actually very close to unlocking that water pump, so that's good. Okay, so this comes next, and we will also have to make sure that I've got a bend. Now, I'm not really sure. Jeez. You know, I would like to run this power pipe somewhere, but I don't know. I don't know what other buildings at the moment I'm actually going to need, you know. I think we might actually be okay to do that. Now that is an excessive amount of pipage. Well, I am so far feeling much better about the situation here. I think that really kind of was key, you know, making sure that certain parts of this were taken care of prior to any of the others. I think we can lower that down now, and we've got one extra at a gatherer's flag. Oh, it must be this one, it means. Yeah, so we don't need that. What we actually need to do is get that thing built. And then after that, we will need to start considering a luxury campfire. Maybe somewhere. I guess this is pretty central, but I'm also pretty sure we're going to need more. So we'll let this thing get built. It's going to need some more planks. It would be nice if, for all the amount of materials that go into this, you could have one more worker here. Right, okay, and we've now got enough to unlock a water pump. I beg your pardon? Water pumps for beavers to drink. Satisfies water. Must be placed on water. This does not say where it needs to be placed. Doesn't get attached to a house or anything, does it? Okay. It takes 4 waters to craft. Does it... What? It doesn't get attached to one of those things. It doesn't require... Pumps waters for beavers to drink, requires a worker, satisfies thirst. It crafts 4 times water. And I can't put it anywhere. I mean, you'd think it'd be like a pump out of the ground kind of deal so that you could get away from the river, but it doesn't. Okay, well, I have no idea. Hopefully someone has an idea online, because that's about the only place I'm going to find that information. Anyway, we're in pretty good shape. I need to rely a little bit more on getting some food, and we are now starting to clear out the lumber. So I'm not totally thrilled that we're coming into this situation again, but we are at least okay with food. And again, I can start working towards a bridge that will get me over there. Pretty close, pretty close. We'll have another place to expand if we have to. Yeah, I'm kind of baffled by what to do with this now. I was really hoping that was going to solve my problem, because otherwise these guys have got to walk a hell of a long ways to get to here. So that could be bad. I might just have to make another one over here or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to end this one here, and we'll see how far we can get next time.